What's up, guys? This is AP StarCraft coming at you with another video commentary. In this game, I'll be pitting my blue Zerg in the top right corner versus my opponent's red Protoss in the bottom left side. My opponent's name is Abducted O'Nut, and he's a rank 14 Diamond player. I actually already did this commentary. This is my second time doing this commentary, but unfortunately for me, I found out at the end when I was done with my commentary that I hadn't never started the recording. So, wow, what a noob mistake by me. But so I'm gonna redo it right now since it was a pretty good game. Kind of mad at myself for having to redo it, but what can you do? It's a good game. I think you guys should see this game. It deals with how to defend against in this case it was a 3-gate rather than a 4-gate push. Alright, so I'm just sending my scout over here. I saw that my opponent had his scout coming up my side, so I sent out a drone to meet him. Just see over here in case he decides to do anything funny, any tricky, cheesy stuff like set up pylons and try to block me into my base. I have my scout come over here, see if he got any simulators up and running yet. I don't know if it's me, but it seems like lately the Protoss players have been going for slower assimilators. I don't know if that's normal or it's just something that I've been noticing that I've just used to be going up against Protoss players that were going faster assimilators. No idea. My scout's playing a little bit of Ring Around the Rosie with my opponent's probe over here. Not my scout, my drone I mean. And as long as my opponent keeps going around in circles like this and not stopping, my guy's not gonna be able to do any damage to him. But I'm just chasing him to make sure that he doesn't put down any pylons or anything like that. Or if he does, I see it. I had my extractor over there trying to do some gas stealing, but I decided to come down here and take a look, see what he's building. I saw that he has an assimilator. I saw he's building his gateway and another pylon. So I know that he's not going to be, or at least I'm hoping that he's not going to be going for a fast, hard zealot push. So I go back and bring my extractor down here to continue stealing his gas and canceling as it's about to be completed. I'm also bringing my overload over here. In order to get scat out, I'll be able to look at over here, see what he got over here, and I'll be able to take a quick look to see if he gets any his expansion up at any point. My drone's still playing with my opponent's probe over here, and over here my drone is still canceling and remaking the extractor. Let's see what my opponent's doing. He's building a cybernetics core right here now, and I'm getting my metabolic boost right now. I had it as soon as my extractor had gone up, which I had put up before my swarm was. I put up 3 drones on it, so I'll be having enough Vespine gas collected in order to get that metabolic boost as soon as possible. Normally you'd want to take out all of them, or at least 2 of the drones that are on the extractor, but I made another noob mistake and I left them all on. I accumulated 116 Vespine gas, so that's another mistake you guys probably would want to avoid. So far I only have these 4 Zerglings, and let's see, 6 Zerglings rather, and I'm putting up my second expansion over here. And I should be building another drone right now. Come on, there we go. And my opponent blocked off his ramp, so I'm not going to be able to send up my Zerglings up there to get a look. But my opponent did not have the Zealot on hold, but I decided to retreat anyway. Without wings, without my upgrade yet, I'm not sure if I'd be able to have made it through here without taking heavy damage, but I decided to pull back until I get the metabolic boost, and speak to the devil, I got it right now. The wings just sprouted off the back of the Zerglings. And I decided to go around here and see if I could knock down this rubble debris. But my opponent's putting up a pylon over here, so he's going to get a look at them. And it looks like he's going to be able to, let's see what he's doing. He's building some stalkers, so he is going to be able to push back my Zerglings. So I decided to bring my overlord over here and take... I had sent in an overlord over here earlier on in case I needed to do this. I decided to take the overlord and use him as a sacrificial scout and bring him out over here and take a look to see at what my opponent is doing. But because due to that block off that he had at his ramp, I had no clue at what my opponent was doing. Since my overlord was able to get into his base and take a look around, I saw that he has 3 gateways up and he does not have any stargates up, and I bring in a Zergling, another Zergling for good measure to see if he has anything over here too. That scout was fairly necessary since I really had no idea what my opponent was doing. I mean, at the moment, I thought that he was actually possibly going for a fast air. He could have been going fast Phoenixes or fast Void Rays. I had no clue what he was doing, so that was a necessary scout, and that's why it's a very good idea to have your overlord situated around your opponent's base early on in the game, so that you will be able to fly him in if need be if you're not able to get any scouting information. And I saw that he had 3 gateways up, so I decided to put up 1 spine crawler. I probably should have put up another one, but I decided that he's not moving out right now, and the resources would be better used in pumping out some additional drones. Right now, I have 33 harvesters versus his 30 harvesters. I'm not so much ahead of his 36 now, even though I have 2 hatcheries. Excuse me. Excuse me there, I was interrupted really quickly. Let's see, I'm putting up a spine crawler, and I probably really should have put up at least another spine crawler, because I'm taking kind of a risk. If my opponent decides to push out and I'm not able to get out my spine crawlers quick enough, I might be in trouble. I mean, against a 4-gate Protoss, or in this case it was a 3-gate with a robotics bay over here. Looks like he's probably going to be getting ready to build Colossi or Thors. I guess he was going to get a look at what my army composition was, and he does have Observer over here. And I'm putting up another spine crawler and another spine crawler right now. Since I had a Zergling scout right over here that was able to see that his army was pushing out. But as I was saying, now that I saw that he's pushing out, I'm spamming the units. 14 Zerglings, 2 Mutalisks, and 3 more additional spine crawlers. But as I was saying, when you're up against a Protoss player that's going a 3 gateway or 4 gateway build, especially a 4 gateway, you're really not going to be able to outproduce him out of just 2 hatcheries. Unless you have the spine crawlers up, you're most likely going to get outmassed, and you're probably going to lose the game. So, versus a 4-gate Protoss player, definitely a 4-gate Protoss player, and probably a 3-gate Protoss player, these spine crawlers are definitely a necessary part of your play. And make sure to have it spread out such that they don't have an easy way to just run by your spine crawlers and just run right into your main base and come wreak havoc over there. I mean, you could make it so that you have your army over here, or if you see that he's trying to run by them, bring your army out so that they block the way, so they don't just run by it. Oh, also missed the part. Let me back up a little bit. Since I was able to repel that attack over there, I have sent my Mutalisks around to go and attempt to harass his base and pick off any harvesters or buildings or anything that I could, basically. And I decided to do this since the majority of his army is back here. He's not going to have much to defend me on himself over here, unless he has some photon cannons or anything like that. So let's see. I'm doing fairly good damage. I brought his harvester count down to 31. I don't know how much it was before, but I killed. No, it's down to 25 now. Brought his harvester count down to 25 from 31, so I was able to kill 6 harvesters. So a significant amount of harvesters. Building more Zerglings. I pulled back my. Let's back up a little bit so you guys can get a good look at this engagement over here. He decides, since my Mutalisks are down there, he decides to engage my army. I have my Zerglings engaged, but then I back up, then engage, then back up. And then only when I see that all 4 of my spine crawlers are attacking him, I fully engage my Zerglings. This guy's not attacking him, he's too far back, unfortunately. I should have moved it up perhaps over here. And I focused down his stalkers with my Mutalisks. And after that, he doesn't have anything left to attack my Mutalisks, so I was able to kill all his zealots. And let's see, he leaves the game right there. Let's see, whoops, keep doing that. Unit lost. He lost a whole lot of more units than I did in that engagement. Let's back up a little bit so we could see another thing really quickly. army composition. As you can see, let's fast forward. I mean, my army was 1,500 versus his 2,900 army, almost 3,000 resource army. So his army was effectively double than mine, resource-wise, which goes to show you how necessary these spine crawlers were in this engagement. Otherwise, I would have, very realistically, if I didn't have any spine crawlers or if I only had one or two, very realistically, I could have lost that engagement and lost the game right there. And so, in any game where you're going up against a Protoss player who's doing a 4-gate definitely and 3-gate probably, you're going to definitely need your spine callers, and you're going to have to make sure that you fight under conditions that you want to fight. Well, that's all. My opponent had, as you can see, left the game right after that battle. He lost a lot of resources. I think it was a little bit premature, him leaving, but I guess he just got frustrated about that loss. So good game to my opponent, a ducto nut, and thank you for watching my commentary, and hope to see you guys in future commentaries. Peace out, guys.